Happy Wednesday, first grade. My buddy Rashid, he's taking a break back there. Such a lazy lion. We are here to talk to you a little bit about, I don't know, math. You guys want to do math right now? Oh, phonics. That's right. I'm always here for phonics. And maybe I'll take math one day just to surprise you. Well, I'll teach the wrong lesson. No, just kidding. Back to phonics. So I want to take a look at this word. I want to see if you can read it, because I want to teach you today that you can use snap words to help you read and write lots of other words. So I'm going to pan my camera out in just a second here, and I want to see if you can read the word that's on my Jamboard. Also, you're going to need a whiteboard and a marker, so you might want to pause the video and grab those things and come back when you've got them. Okay? All right, so if you're back with me, you have your whiteboard and your marker, and I want you to be ready to read, not write, just read the word that I have. You ready? Okay. Take a look at that word. Anybody have any idea what it is? Did you say heaters? Like we use heaters in the winter. I wish I had some space heaters in my basement. You know, I'm in my basement classroom. It's so cold down here. I'm actually covered up with a blanket. So the word is heaters, because, you know, Mrs. Arbini gets off topic sometimes. This is not a surprise to Mrs. Blewett or Mrs. Hutchinson or Mrs. Miller. Heaters. Back to heaters. So take a look at this word heaters for a second. Did you notice anything inside of it? I'm going to move it around a little bit and see if you notice now. Oh, didn't mean to do that. What do you guys see here? That's a snap word. You should know it. Yeah, it's the word eat, right? Like I eat a turkey sandwich at lunch. Eat. Now I know if I put an H with eat, what do I get? Let's crash those parts together. Heat. Now I'm going to add the ER ending. Crash them all together. Heater. All right, I'm going to add the S now. Let's crash all these parts together from tip to tail. Heaters. Excellent. So we use this word eat to help us read a great big word. So we're going to practice with this word eat, this snap word, and see if it's a powerful snap word that will help us make lots of other words. So I want you on the very top of your whiteboard to write the word eat. I'll give you just a moment to do that. All right, so eat is a pretty powerful word. We can use it to make so many other words. So I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to give you a word to write. I want you to see if you can use the word eat to build the word cheat. You might want to pause after each word that I give you so you have time to write, because it's hard for me to gauge how quickly I need to go. So feel free to pause if you need to. All right, and if you're back, guys, how did you spell cheat? Well, what do you hear at the beginning? Ch, ch. We know that digraph, right? It's CH. And then our snap word, eat. Is that how you wrote cheat? Excellent. All right, are you ready for the next one? It's the word seat. I am sitting in my seat. Go ahead and pause and use the word eat to write seat. All right, and if you're back, can someone tell me, how do you spell seat? Well, we already have eat. What do we need at the beginning? Seat. Just an S. It's really easy to just add an S to the beginning of eat to make the word seat. Great. You ready for the next one? This one's a little trickier. Here we go. Seating. I have lots of seating in my living room. Lots of places to sit. Seating. Go ahead and see if you can pause the video and write the word seating. All right, if you're back, I'm sure you are back if you're listening to me now. Think about the word seating. So we had the word seat, S, and then eat, seating. What do you hear at the end? We've known that since kindergarten. That's the ing ending. Seating. So we have chosen, or we have changed, eat into cheat, seat, and seating. I'm going to give you one more. This one's really tricky, and it's a compound word. Here we go. Seat belt. Pause the video and write seat belt. Okay, and if you're back, or when you're back, what do you think? Seat belt. How will the word eat help us write seat belt? Well, you already know how to write seat. Seat, B-L. There we go. Seat belt. So the word eat is inside of every single one of these words. We see it in sheet. We see it in seat. We see it in seating. We see it in, this one's harder to see, but seatbelt. So guys, we know that eat is a power word. And power words are words that help us read or snap words that help us read and write other words. So this is definitely a power word. It is a snap word that helped us to read and write and build other words. So I'm going to put a star on eat. And actually, I'll go into our word wall that we have online, and I'm sure your teachers probably have a star sticker or a star post-it that they can put on some of these powerful words on the word wall that will help you identify these power words that we can use to build and read and write other words. Ready to do it one more time? All right, let's do the next one. This is the word all. Snap word, right? You guys should know it. Write it at the top of your board. All right, you ready? Let's see if this is a power word as well. I want you to take the word all and write the word ball. Go ahead and pause the video. All right, welcome back. Ball. Well, this shouldn't be too terribly difficult because ball was actually a snap word as well. So what do we need to add in front of all to make ball? Just to be easy peasy, right? We've got the word ball and the word all inside of ball. So I'm going to give you one that's just a little trickier. You ready for the next one? Use the word all to write the word stall, like a horse is in a stall inside the barn. Stall. Go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and write that. All right, welcome back. Stall. What blend do I need to put at the beginning? Yeah, that like in, look at this, sticky or star. We're going to write that ST and follow it up with all. Excellent work. So now we have the word stall. You ready for the next one? A little trickier. Take a deep breath. Because this time you're going to have to use the word all and add parts to the beginning and the ending. Ooh, tricky, tricky. All right, you ready for it? It is the word smaller. My son Henry is smaller than his big brother Owen. Smaller. Pause the video and use the word all to write smaller. All right, welcome back. Smaller. What do you hear? Like at the beginning of smart or smirk. That's a good blend. Tricky one. SM, like at the beginning of smile. Small. Well, there's our snap word. Smaller. What ending do you hear there? Yeah, ER, like at the end of December or September. Smaller. Great. All right. Last one, and I think this one is the trickiest. Are you ready? It's the word called. So again, you're going to need to write or add sounds to the beginning and the ending, but be careful. Called has a tricky ending. All right, go ahead and pause the video and write the word called. Okay, welcome back. The word called. Well, the beginning's not too tricky. Call and ball rhyme. So if I just put a B in front of all to make ball, what do I have to put in front of all to make call? A C, right? Oh, I'm not typing. There There we go. Yeah. Now the ending, called. Gosh, that d ending can be so tricky. If you said ed, you are right on. Called. All right, so if you look at these words, no matter how large or small they were, each one used the word all, kind of that superstar power snap word, to build other words. So I'm going to go ahead, just because we were really able to use this to make a lot of words, I'm going to go ahead and put a star on all as well. And I know your teacher will be able to note that on your snap word wall, or if you have a personal snap word wall at your desk, or I will put it on our virtual snap wall. So here's your assignment for today. You are going to, you can use your whiteboard and a marker, you can use a piece of paper and a pencil, a notebook, whatever your teacher prefers. And I want you to either look at your snap word wall that's digital, like the one that we use in Mrs. Ardini's classroom, or the snap word wall in your classroom, or if you have your own individual one. I want you to take a look at that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to our words all, and I'm going to put a little star by it. And then I'm also going to find the word, what was our other one? I already forgot, eat. And I'm going to put a little star. I know these are tough to see, but in Mrs. Ardini's world, this is the best we can do for a snap word wall. And I'm just going to put a little star there, just a little asterisk, a little marking, so that I know that these are superpower words. I can use these words to build all sorts of other words. Now, your challenge for today, like I said, either on a whiteboard, on a notebook, on a piece of paper, whatever, I want you to choose 3 other snap words that you think are power words. Words that will help you build other, longer, bigger words. Okay? So, I will give you some hints. You want to look for words that have vowels at the beginning, for sure. That helps. Makes it a little bit easier. You want to look for shorter words that you can use to build into longer words. But I want you to find 3 words. And with each of those 3 words, I want you to build 3 other words. So if I choose the word at, for example, I might make the word mat and batter and spat. 3 different words that I use just from this word at, which definitely will make it a power word. You can't use mine though. You can use at, but you can't use my words. Okay? All right, guys. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you on Friday. Bye, guys.